He is one who's in charge out here. You lose every time you start a fight with that nigga. And I'm the one who ends up paying for it. Yes, you are. You're going to get off his corners. You're going to leave his people alone. Or you're the one who's going to find yourself a new club. The fuck I don't. I built this shit brick by brick. And I'll be damned if I let a nigga tear it all down. Ciao, motherfucker. That is my favorite speech that Franklin Saint says in today's 5 Reasons to Watch Snowfall. Here we go. The cast: Damson, Idris, Carter Hudson, Angela Lewis, Isaiah John, and Amin Joseph. Powerful cast. At the very beginning of it, I was always intrigued as to where they're going. And I think it was not only well cast, but they grew within the characters. And people forgot that Damson Idris is British. That's how good his accent was. So, yeah, great cast. Second reason to watch is John Singleton. He is the person who created the show, and he created a classic. And unfortunately, he died. I think it was in the 3rd or the 4th season. And it's a testimony to what he's built, because the writers and the directors and obviously the talent that was brought on board continued on and finished the season strongly, which leads me on to the 3rd reason to watch, which is all 6 seasons get better and better and better. Unlike some seasons, such as Breaking Bad, which I think starts very slow and gets better around the 3rd to 5th season, and then there's Game of Thrones with that season that should never be named, which is the last season. Other than that, there's always peaks and troughs. This one just gets better and better. And if you look at the beginning, see the pilot episode to where it ends at the end of the actual series and the last episodes of that, I'm telling you now, you won't actually guess where a lot of these characters end up. And that is true mark of great storytelling, because it's unexpected, but also you kind of sense that, yeah, they kind of were always leading to this point, these particular characters. And that leads me on to the 4th reason to watch. It's based on true events. Back in the, I think it was 70s and 80s, the US government, the CIA specifically, were selling or buying drugs from the Contras to fight communism down in South America. And that they were doing is giving them the weapons and buying their drugs, and then using that drugs to then fund or to send it off to the LA. And the inner city groups, and mainly black and brown people, were suffering because they were selling the dope that they got from them and using the money to fund the Contras and get the firearms there. So it was a vicious cycle where a lot of people were suffering. And the 4th reason to watch, or the 5th reason, should I say, to watch it, and final, is a special mention to 2 cast members, DeAndre Bonds and Amin Joseph. DeAndre Bonds goes to another level when he's introduced, I think, in Series 3, and his story arc is kind of mad. And Amin Joseph is the uncle. Fantastic casting, and he's brilliant. He's this kind of soulful kind of drug dealer who just is taken along on the ride, and he has some great lines. One of my favorites is, "Sure will now, nigga." When he comes out and says that, it always makes me laugh. I'm like, I should get a t-shirt. And there you have it. 5 reasons to watch Snowfall. If you like the video, please spread a like, let everyone know. Also, Snowfall is available on FX, Disney, or BBC iPlayer if you're in the UK. Thank you. Take care.